Breaking fucking news. Endeavor hesitated. Why did you hesitate, Endeavor? Why? Just answer me that. Riddle me that, Endeavor. Why, when Natsuo needed you the most, you hesitated? You're on this internal mission to be able to have your family, your children accept you back. And you're trying to make amends for everything that you did, everything that you put him through. And when your child needed you the most, when his life was on the line, when Natsuo's life was on the line, you hesitated and let Shoto, Bakugo, and Midoriya step up and step in to rescue Natsuo before you did. You didn't even take a step. But before we get into that, go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button. It lets me know that you're rocking with the content that I'm putting out here on this channel. And without further ado, let's get into this review. Now, back on my Endeavor rant. Okay, so this chapter, if you remember last chapter, Natsuo had just been captured by the villain Ending. Okay? Endeavor makes that big scene where he burst out of the car. Before it even came to a stop, he confronts Ending. And Ending is basically a man with a death wish, right? And the whole chapter kicks off with, this new chapter kicks off with it being stated that even under the most extreme circumstances, heroes will never choose to kill somebody. And then Ending brings up the fact that he did kill a Nomu, and states that it was just a doll. And he himself, speaking on Ending, should be considered a doll. He doesn't even know if he's alive or dead. So go for it and kill him. Now, another thing is brought to our attention in this chapter is the fact that Ending's quirk is something that allows him to control paint. That's what I'm picking up from this. He's taking from the streets, the lines on the streets, the traffic signs, and all those other paintings, just paint in general. It looks like paint is his quirk, which can be a considerable problem in a city. If you really think about it, everything in a city has paint on it. So in theory, this man is highly dangerous. If he is around a substance of paint, that's it. And on a street, on a road, signs, everything has paint on it, even down to these heroes, Endeavor, well, maybe not Endeavors, but Bakugo, Midoriya, Shoto, their costumes have paint on it. So realistically, if he wanted to kill everybody, he could, honestly. But back to what I was saying at the beginning, Endeavor hesitated. And the next scene that you see is Bakugo, Shoto, and Midoriya busting out of the chauffeur's car. That has all been since covered in paint, right? So what we see is Bakugo using his blast to propel him forward, Shoto skating on his ice, and Midoriya coming up the rear just running normally, right? It's in this chapter that everything that Endeavor was trying to teach these three, the big three of Class 1A, what he was trying to teach them was how to concentrate their quirk into a specific point. And it's in this chapter that you see them be able to achieve that. Now, we all know that Shoto, he wanted to learn and master Flashfire. Now, I can't say for sure that is what he did in this chapter, but he did something damn near close to it, because you have Bakugo within the chapter. He learned how to focus his blast, in which case his feet, and shout out to Bakugo because he was the one who actually ended up technically saving Natsuo. He was being dropped. He concentrated his quirk into his feet and jet streamed through the air, caught Natsuo, landed. Now, what was funny about this occurrence is after he caught Natsuo, Endeavor rushes over and starts hugging Natsuo. Because, I mean, of course, I understand to a degree. It was clearly plot that made it to where the number one hero, Endeavor, did not move. I mean, granted, that is your son. You don't want to harm your son, but you are also a hero. You need to be able to save, and you left it up to these three to do so, which was kind of a noob move on his part. But at the same time, that is his son, so he proceeded with caution. So I can see the conflict of interest there on his end. And you have Bakugo's like, yo, let go of me. Let go of me. Okay? You can hug him, but don't touch me. You have Shoto, which is arguable if he mastered Flashfire in this instant. Now, I don't know if this is an instant of the three mastering, concentrating their quirk into a single point, or if this was just a situation where it was the heat of the moment, so they did it, and then the next chapter you're going to see they don't know how to do it again. That's a very big possibility that's going to occur here. because they all did it without thinking about it, which was what Endeavor was trying to have them learn, how to do it subconsciously. You do it so many times that you don't have to think about it anymore. Then you go to Midoriya, who seemed to master everything at the same time, because he was trying to master 2 quirks at once, and Endeavor told him, yo, don't focus on trying to combine 2 quirks at the same time, just focus on Air Force. So when he focused on Air Force, he did it, and then Black Whip came naturally after that. In which case, his whole point, so if Bakugo was the one who saved Natsuo, Shoto is the one who was fighting the villain Ending, and because of one of the panels in the chapter, Ending starts flinging cars up in the air after he's taken the paint off of the guidelines on the road. So Midoriya was the one who was saving the civilians. He used Air Force, he jettisoned up in the air, and then he used Black Whip to catch all of the cars. So no casualties. Much applause to Midoriya for being a badass that he is. Thank you so very much for making sure that nobody died in the process of this. Who knows, next chapter somebody might die. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that, but it's always been in the back of my mind. So we're going to see with the next chapter when that drops, if somebody does die, but I don't think so. So you have the big 3 of Class 1A showing massive progress with being able to concentrate their quirk into a single point. And one of the major points that Midoriya made towards the end of this is that he said, basically in a nutshell, Ending, you want to die, but we're not going to be able to grant you that wish. Alright, you need help. You need help, and death is not going to help you, okay? And truly, Ending, if you wanted to die, you would just have killed yourself, but you don't want to do that for whatever reason. You want somebody else to end you and put you out of your misery, but we're not going to be able to give you that. I stated that plot was the reason that Endeavor didn't move, and I still believe that to a big degree. Plot is a major reason why Endeavor did not make a move on Natsuo. You've been in that situation hundreds of times, Endeavor. The only other factor was that it wasn't your son, so I don't really know how I feel about that. Like, because I'm not a parent myself. I have no kids, so I don't know what I would do in that situation. But at the same time, that was your chance to be able to redeem them, and all you did was sit back and let your interns handle that. You see what I'm saying? You let your interns handle that. And even afterward, like, when I say that Bakugo saved Natsuo, he did. And then Endeavor went over to go hug Natsuo. But the villain Ending is still fighting Shoto. Like, he's doing this while his other son is still fighting the villain. Ending hasn't been captured, arrested. He's still alive. Endeavor, get your ass in gear and go protect your other son. I don't even know if technically, well, no, he's with Endeavor, so technically he's an intern, so he can fight a villain. But still, at the same time, yo, go finish this. You're the #1 hero, and that's your son. You saved one, go save the other. Okay, thank you. Midoriya, he saved the villain. I'm sorry, Midoriya saved the civilians, and now it's your turn to go kick your ass into high gear and make something shake, like a cheap prostitute. But that's the chapter. Those are my thoughts. Those are my feelings. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. If you are new, go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button. It lets me know that you're rocking with the content that I put out here on the channel. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, all that fancy stuff. And like always, keep it safe and wrap it tight. I'm out.
Enemy sentry gun active.